back against the wall for the third straight year. Can Ryan Blaney make it back-to-back fall Martinsville victories? How's it going, y'all? My name is Eric. Welcome to Out of the Groove, presented by Tableau TV. It's elimination weekend at Martinsville Speedway for the Craftsman Truck, Xfinity, and NASCAR Cup Series. Elimination weekend means it's time to bring out the infamous Out of the Groove Advance-O-Meter, where I will calculate just how likely every Cup Series playoff contender is to advance to the Championship 4. But before we can get to that, this episode is sponsored by Kufandi. Every man deserves to look and feel his best. Kufandi's refined collection of shirts, suits, pants, sweaters, and tees are designed to move you through life's most meaningful moments. Kufandi has taken over a huge chunk of my wardrobe. This shirt I'm wearing right now, I've worn it on the show in recent weeks. I've worn it to the racetrack. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. Pick up some awesome items for yourself at kufandi.com. Be sure to use special promo code ERIC25 for 25% discount. And watch out for Christopher Bell's Kufandi Toyota on track at Martinsville Speedway this weekend. Thank you to Kufandi for supporting the show. Bell and I may be sharing a sponsor this week, but that's not going to earn him any brownie points on the ruthlessly objective Advance-O-Meter. Before we get started, a quick look at the NASCAR Cup Series points. One race to go, Martinsville. Denny Hamlin and Chase Briscoe have won the last two races. They are locked into the championship for Christopher Bell and Kyle Larson could do battle for the final transfer spot if someone below the cut line wins this weekend at Martinsville. Byron, the regular season champion, Joey Logano, the defending series champion, Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, they know a thing or two about getting around Martinsville. Now that you've seen the points, you've seen the bigger picture, let's go one at a time. We'll start at the bottom with driver number 9, Chase Elliott. How likely is Chase Elliott to advance to his fourth Championship 4? Minus 62 points. Mathematically, he has to win. That's a lot of pressure. A Chase Elliott top 5 at Martinsville is all but guaranteed, which is why I'll give him a decent 3. He's 62 points out, and I'm giving him a 3 out of 10. That's higher than usual for my Advance-O-Meter. Chase Elliott's last 3 Martinsville finishes are 4th, 2nd, and 3rd. He'll be in the mix. He'll give himself a chance. Keep in mind, this race 1 year ago, Chase Elliott was the guy Ryan Blaney took the lead from in the closing laps. Chase Elliott at Martinsville is extremely dangerous. I don't care how many points below the cut line he is. Not quite as dangerous, however, as the next guy, Ryan Blaney, minus 47. I think we take for granted how clutch Ryan Blaney has been the past 2 years. Winning the fall Martinsville race 2 years in a row, that is incredible. And I'm going to be completely honest. He is rightfully the runaway favorite once again this season. He's finished top 5 in every recent short flat track race, Richmond, Iowa, Gateway. A couple weeks ago, New Hampshire, same aero package, same tire combination being run this weekend. Ryan Blaney went to victory lane. Ryan Blaney has made 15 starts at Martinsville since joining Team Penske. He's finished inside the top 5 in 10 of those races. The only thing I'm slightly worried about is qualifying Saturday. Ryan Blaney has a 16th place average starting position at Martinsville in the next-gen car. Could get put into an awkward position early, could get damaged, you never know. It's worth noting that the 2 races he's won, he started just outside the top 10. So even qualifying shouldn't be a problem for long-run Ryan Blaney. My prediction is that Ryan Blaney will win Sunday's race. 3 in a row for driver number 12. So I am giving Blaney, despite being at a 47-point deficit, I am giving him a 7 on the Advance-O-Meter. I am extremely confident in Ryan Blaney's chances this Sunday. I'm a little less confident in Blaney's teammate, Joey Logano. Logano's 22 car may come out of the same building as Blaney's number 12, but Logano has been unable to match Blaney's speed pretty much all year. That New Hampshire race Ryan Blaney won, Joey was 4th. Joey has been consistent at Martinsville, however. He has 12 straight top 10 finishes at the paperclip entering this weekend. but no wins in that span. Minus 38 points, he likely needs to win his way in, but there is an opportunity. Should Kyle Larson or Christopher Bell run into early terminal trouble, Logano inside the top 5 might be enough to point his way in. That could present Joey Logano an opportunity, which is why I won't go 2, 3 like Chase Elliott. I'll go 4. I'll go 4 on the advanceometer for Joey Logano because there is, albeit unlikely, a path towards pointing his way into the next round. Next, William Byron, 36 points out. I think a lot of fans are overlooking William Byron this weekend. I'm not even looking at his Martinsville stats, although his Martinsville numbers are pretty good. He has won here twice the last 3 years. They were both the spring race. In this race last year, he did earn 15 stage points, finished 6th, got some help from the Chevys, but was able to advance. But besides the Martinsville stats, just look at Byron's recent performance. That New Hampshire race a few weeks ago I keep referencing, same arrow, same tire as Martinsville. Byron finished 3rd in both stages, 3rd in the race. He was not quite as fast as the Penske Fords, but he was the next man up. And since then, he showed us winning speed at Las Vegas before a crash. He was leading the final restart at Talladega. The recent results have been crummy, but the speed is there. I would not be surprised if William Byron shows up with top 3 speed this weekend, and if he's in that picture, anything can happen. Give me a 4 out of 10 for William Byron. Large points deficit to make up, but I think he's being slightly overlooked. All right, now for the 2 drivers above the cut line entering the weekend. We'll start with Kyle Larson. Plus 36 sounds great, but a new winner could knock him out in an instant. If Blaney wins, like I'm predicting, or if Byron, Elliott, or Logano get the victory, then Kyle Larson will need to outpoint Christopher Bell for the final transfer position. I showed y'all this graphic in a recent episode. Larson dominates Bell in most Martinsville statistical categories. Larson has been so solid in recent years. Last 6 races, 6 finishes of 6th or better. He's qualified on pole twice in that span, averages about 7 stage points per Martinsville race compared to Bell, who's averaging about 4.5. Kyle Larson could very well go win Sunday's race, but even if he doesn't, even if Blaney, Elliott, even if one of those drivers leapfrog him in the standings, I think Kyle Larson will outpoint Christopher Bell, so I'm giving Larson an 8 on the advanceometer. Obviously, if someone below the cut line doesn't win, Larson's in a great spot. Even if they do, I feel good about his chances of coming out ahead of the 20. So let's wrap things up with Christopher Bell, plus 37 points, but only 1 point ahead of Larson. That's why Bell versus Larson is basically a head-to-head, heads-up matchup. In 2022, Christopher Bell led 150 laps and won at Martinsville to advance to his first career championship 4. The thing is, since that race 3 years ago, he only has 1 top 5 here. But hey, the good news is that top 5 finish happened this season in the spring race. He finished 2nd, led 25 laps. And Bell's been pretty good with the short track aero package this year. Won at Phoenix in the spring, won North Wilkesboro, the All-Star race, was 6th at New Hampshire a few weeks back. But then I have more bad news. It was this race 1 year ago, the 20 team choked away a championship 4 spot. They missed it, were struggling at the end, and that gave Byron the opportunity to leapfrog them in the standings. Yeah, so there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad in this Christopher Bell analysis, which is why in a straight up head-to-head matchup with Kyle Larson, give me the 5. I will give Christopher Bell a 5 on the advanceometer. It may not look like it because of the point spread, but if you study the data, this could be one of the most intriguing, one of the tightest, most competitive elimination races in recent NASCAR playoffs history. The 2 drivers with the highest scores on my advanceometer were Kyle Larson and Ryan Blaney, so I guess that's my prediction. Ryan Blaney is going to win Martinsville, clinch his 3rd consecutive championship 4 appearance, and Kyle Larson is going to get the better of Christopher Bell in their head-to-head points battle. So that's my championship 4 prediction based on what we've seen so far heading into this weekend. Hamlin and Briscoe obviously give me Blaney and Larson. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Do you dare question the advanceometer? What do you think down in the comment section below? I love seeing your comments. Let me know. I appreciate y'all watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more NASCAR news, race reactions, interviews, commentary, and and more every single day. Ryan Priest joined the show this morning. Be sure to check that video out on my channel if you missed it. I'll see you again real soon, folks. Have a great Friday. Enjoy the Truck Series race tonight, Xfinity tomorrow, Cup on Sunday, triple header, short track, elimination weekend. Stakes are high. We'll have plenty to talk about, I'm sure. Take care, y'all.